Welcome to Big Iron Realty's Fridays in the Field. I'm Clay Patton. We're back near Minden, Nebraska and the Olson family farm. The last time we were here, it's been a wet spring and Steve was delayed in getting the seed corn in the ground. But as you can see behind me, a few warm days and some drying temperatures and this corn has shot right up. Talking with Steve, some of the biggest things that are impacting it right now is weed pressure. So he's keeping a close eye on that and trying to keep the weed populations as low as possible. But it's been somewhat of a challenge with the increased moisture we've continued to see. Now, one thing we're focusing this year with the Olson family farm is about family farm transition. And Steve, who's looking to the next generation, is helping bring his daughter and his son-in-law, Brock Emery, back into the operation. I had the opportunity to sit down with Brock and learn some of his passions and just why he wanted to come back to the family farm.
You start coming out and helping out and doing some jobs, and before long you want to be spending more time out here. And then I hate to say this, but after a while it kind of gets in your blood and you feel kind of called to do it.
Brock, like many young farmers just getting started, is quickly learning about some of the barriers and the high costs of getting started in the farming business.
Out of the gate is you realize how little you know about farming, right? As we were talking earlier, it's a lot of figuring out as you go. Barriers to entry, the dollars are a real deal. It's expensive to get started, and that's been something that I'm constantly, I wouldn't say struggling with, but you're constantly trying to figure out the dollars and making sure you can pay the bills, and that's a real deal. The agronomics of things, and obviously we're trying to keep things growing and keep things alive, but we're dealing with different chemicals, and there's a different trade name for everything, and it feels like my head can start spinning with all the different trade names for chemicals and trying to keep straight what they are. So it's like everything is almost like speaking a new language.
Talking with Brock, you quickly learn about his passion for agriculture and why he wants to make sure this family farm stays in the family for generations to come. But interesting enough, Brock doesn't have that big of a background in farming or agriculture.
Yeah, I'm a great enigma, which I don't come from a big ag background. Been in the ag industry for several years, and especially the ag equipment side. But no, I did not grow up a farm kid. I did not grow up around the farm. So there's a lot of new things to me, absolutely.
What does Brock consider one of the biggest helps he's had so far getting in this farming business? It's his network of friends and family that are there anytime he has a question.
It's kind of helped me is having a little bit of humility with just being okay about asking questions. So I have to ask him about 20 questions a day. I ask my neighbors questions. I ask the people I'm buying inputs from a lot of questions. I ask people I work with questions. I just ask a lot of questions. And I figure between all of them I can come up with something that makes sense. I've been in an interesting spot where a lot of the people that have been clients of mine on the off the farm job are now partners in the farm job.
As with any agricultural operation, it's all about the land and the stewardship of that land, and Brock has got soil health and soil quality on the top of his mind.
For me, I think of soil health more. I think the term should be soil stewardship, right? So I'll just use this family farm for example. Steve has taken care of this ground, right? His dad took care of this ground. Well, it's up to me to continue that on, or the next generation isn't going to have anything. The other thing that we're proving is through soil health or soil stewardship that the better decisions that we're making are resulting in better yield, and we're finding great parallels in that. What's been great is that Steve and I are wired very similar when it comes to the use of cover crops, less passes through the field, going no-till, making smart watering decisions. We've got 3 water probes now, and out in our operation, which has helping us make irrigation decisions. So we're wired very similar when it comes to taking care of the ground, which helps.
Again, we've been talking to Brock Emery, who's just getting his start on the Olson family farm for this week's Big Iron Realty's Fridays in the Field.
Big Iron Realty is truly a different type of real estate company. Our unmatched marketing reach and online unreserved land auction platform has positioned us as leaders and innovators in selling farmland. But what really sets Big Iron Realty apart is our family values. We treat you like how we would want to be treated. That means doing the right things for you. If you are buying or selling farmland, give us a call or visit bigironrealty.com.